Peace to the tribe, peace to the collective. Just going to do a quick reaction video for y'all because before I start my day, I have to talk about this because y'all swear that dating don't equate to be at the end. You trying to get married and have a serious relationship, do not go about it by dating. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because y'all clearly don't know that. Y'all actually think that you're gonna go on a date and find a husband when all you gonna find is some Dic. Okay? That's all you gonna find. And if you want Dic, that's cool. But you not gonna find no husband dating no man, being on no dating site, going out to eat. None of this weird shit that y'all think y'all gonna do. And I was just online and I seen these videos and all of this stuff like dating his ass and dating his trash. It's supposed to be. It's an opportunity for men to get sex. And why is dating trash? Because everywhere in the world to establish relationships, they do it through arranged marriages. And if you don't got a partner, your family did not give a fuck about you. Because your mama and your daddy's supposed to set that up for you. Period, point blank. That's how it goes. Ain't no way around it. Ain't no wiggle room. When you was an ain't shit teenager, your parents seen that and said, ain't nothing I can do with this motherfucker. They for the streets. And maybe your parents didn't have that guidance or that wisdom. But however the cookie crumble, you are not the person that's supposed to figure out who you're supposed to marry. Because if that was the case, you would have been married yesterday. So, if y'all want to tap in, tap in. If y'all want to, be in the matrix, be in the matrix. But if you want to be a glitch to the matrix, visit whiterabbitsite.com. Everything is everything. We just got a $10 delivery fee. And that just make everybody happy. Mainly me, right? Really need that 10 up out of you. I ain't even gonna lie. If I told y'all how much I paid on shipping costs, y'all would smack me in the goddamn face and call me a dumbass. Those days are done. 2024, we doing shipping rates. It's a flat rate, $10, whatever you order. That's just how we gotta do it. $10 for delivery. That's just how we gotta do it. I appreciate your support, love, but y'all gotta get y'all mental health together. Because without that, y'all gonna be really out here thinking you gonna go on a date and find a husband. So let's get into these videos. I'm down to react. I find that reacting to these videos is the best way to have conversations with people, and it's just not me talking. So with that being said, I got about like 6 TikToks that we about to react to. I'm not gonna pause that much unless I feel compelled to. Let's just get into it. Peace to the tribe, peace to the collective.
As Black women, me especially being educated, and I make a certain amount, the higher you go, the less likely we see y'all up at the top. So it's like, you mean to tell me there was another?
When you in college, it's 7 women to one. It's 7 women to 1 man. Meaning that when you in college, you better be acting like a rabid dog to find you a man. And we not talking about dating. You in college, you single. You need to find the best man possible, or you need to be the best woman possible and start acting towards a relationship. Because the reason why you wouldn't is because you think you gonna get a man later. But that's like, I ain't gonna drink this milk today because it ain't gonna spoil 2 weeks from now. That don't make no sense what I just said. The same way as waiting for a man don't make no sense. Because think about college. 7 to 1 seems like immeasurable odds. But when you get out of college, that shit goes to like 100 to 1. We talking about eligible bachelors. Some of you hoes ain't never seen an eligible bachelor. A man ready to marry you and take care of you, protect and provide. Some of y'all ain't never seen it because you too busy dating. And when you dating, you just dealing with men with their hands in their dicks. So I imagine you got the illusion that you'll find a man later. I'm just here to say that's not the case. I've seen many people strike out, not because they wasn't good people, because they didn't prioritize relationships. They deprioritized relationships for career, success, even spirituality. In some of these videos, you're going to see the women say, when I was spiritual, I felt like I didn't need a man. But 3 years of being spiritual, the lie detector test showed that that was also a lie type shit. So we reacting.
Black man that was at the top.
That's the problem too. Like,
Yeah,
a lot of
that is
women
the
are
problem.
looking for men at the top instead of.
But no,
The men aren't gonna like this take, but she makes a very valid point, and it's not even because of her skin tone. It's well known that women like men that are doing better than them. Most women.
Why do y'all say that women like men that are better than them when you never met a virgin? The logic don't logic, bro. You can't say that women are hypergamous when they baby dad is not a result of hypergamy. Sexual, they not judging and rating you if they like you. If they like you, it's common knowledge. How do you know if a woman likes you? She breaks all of her rules for you. How do you know if she doesn't like you? She got all types of rules for you and standards that you are bound to break. So you breaking these standards in every moment of your relationship, you getting resting bitch face. So stop saying women are hypergamous. You would think that a woman is hypergamous if you deal with women and they don't like you. You would know for a fact that women like ain't shit niggas, because every ain't shit nigga I know, I was an ain't shit nigga once before. And let me tell you, that was the time that I was getting the most vagine in my life. When I was low vibrational. Low vibrational, I was clapping cheeks. That's just the facts.
Come across and are attracted to men that are ambitious in a way that they are making more money. That man's able to put that woman onto a different mindset. That man's able to show that woman how to make more money. Just level that woman up in multiple different ways. I think the confusion for us men is women don't look at dating the same way us men do. Us men can date a woman that's not doing as good as us and have absolutely no problem. Women aren't attracted to men that are doing less than them.
I'm gonna let young man cook. I just had to pause because it's almost sad that men actually think dating is about dating and not about D at the end of the night. That's sad to me, right? It's sad because if you looking for a wife through casual dating, like dating apps, going out to eat, how you think she taking you serious and you buying plates? Down the math don't math.
Not saying that the man that is doing less isn't worthy of that woman, but we're talking about women nature and what women are attracted to. And to be honest, for us to sit up there and be like, you know what, you're not looking in the right places, or your problem is you're just looking for a man at the top. Bro, if she's at the top, why can't she look for other men at the top? Why does she have to look down? Like I said, women and men are attracted to the opposite gender for different reasons. Fellas, we can be at the top and be okay with the woman that might be at the bottom. Why? Because we value different things out of our significant other.
I think this goes into the narrative that you're not going to find, you're not going to be in a situation with a woman. And like, I can love a woman all my life, but the reality is the reality. She never going to sit back and say, you know what? All of the things you did for me, I'm satisfied and grateful for all of the things you did. I'm going to just keep it a buck and make it easy for you. Because I can tell you a good man. That's hypergamy. Never being satisfied. Right? That's the general gist of hypergamy. Because you can't say that across the world where arranged marriages is taking place. And you look at the countries and cultures that propagate arranged marriages, that's generational wealth, protecting it. Now, if you're not in a space where there are arranged marriages, your first problem is that you broke and your family broke. That's what you need to start fixing, because if you got shit to lose, like generational wealth to lose, then you going to choose everything. Everything is going to be carefully manipulated and manicured. But when you ain't got shit to lose, you just out here. And that's like, I really hope that people understand that if you want a relationship, you can't be egoic about that shit, especially if you a woman. We just talking about statistics. The best man that I ever met in my life was in prison. The smartest, most masculine leader men were prisoners. I say that to say that the great men in this world, they in jail. So you ain't gonna be able to be with them unless you want to be a pen pal. J. Edgar Hoover, COINTELPRO made sure that all black messiahs get locked the fuck up. So that's one level of the game. And the second level of the game is that you shouldn't judge the man that you with, because in judging the man that you with, you never judging yourself being accountable or responsible for your life. Because the reason that he is saying that men would deal with a McDonald's worker or somebody that's underneath us is, or whatever the case may be, is because we not being propagandized and taught that we are better than what we actually are. You might think that I'm dating somebody under me. I just know that I'm a piece of shit. Therefore, I need to be with a piece of shit. Now, I'm not saying it's personally. I'm just saying in reference to y'all be evaluating people, and y'all cannot evaluate a person. You can only evaluate yourself. So keep that in mind. Whenever you thinking, I'm dealing with this man because I got this money and he got this money, don't equate to value or character or none of that shit. It just is a false equivalence. Why? Because if you're not chemistry based, or you don't even have no tools, you don't have no resources, the relationship is going to be ass. I would love for my mama and dad to have a trust fund and her mama and dad to have a trust fund, so we can figure out what trips we going to, the 10 trips we going to this year, versus what part of the rent you gonna pay.
I'm about to put some women on game and tell you something that you may have never heard. A woman's value lies in the intangible things, where a man's value lies in the tangible things.
That y'all gotta chill with. Men's value is this and a woman's value is that when the bills come on the second day of the month and we living in the same house. You think your value is intangible because you don't want to deal with the responsibility of being an adult within the confines of a relationship. So now you got to think of intangible things, when no, your value should be tangible. I'm willing to put forth $5,000 a month towards the bills. And then everything else trickles down after that. I'm willing to contribute $1,000. That's a human being's value. Cause we was having a conversation on a panel where a woman was trying to figure out should she pay 50% of the bills, and she had a hard time. But in my mind, I'm thinking like, damn, you wouldn't do 50-50, but you would do 100% of your own. That the math don't math. We should be able to help each other and work with each other minus value and beauty and looks and all of that shit. Cause great. But never have I ever went to my goddamn rent nigga and told him, look how fine my girl look. Do you see her intangible values? She got intangible values, fam. Can you think I could pay the rent with that? She joined us to a meetup this weekend. You think we can pay the rent with that? We gonna learn how to do Reiki and Qigong. Can we pay the rent with that? No? We need dollars? Okay, that's the value that we need to be all focusing in.
What do I mean by this? Men are providers, protectors, and professors, meaning everything that they do is more physical. The money, the protecting, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, all of that stuff. Whereas women are the nurturers. So where a woman's value lies is how does she make her man feel? Does she uplift him with his words? Can he trust her? Is she loyal? Does she support his dreams? Does she take care?
What does she have on the bills that I gotta pay every month? Cause then it'd be like, oh, why you talking about that? No, you really want a man to come into your life and pay all of his resources and finances that he had to more than likely generate from himself. He ain't have no trust fund, no inheritance. He had to figure it out from scratch. And then you want to enter into his life with intangible values. That's why dating is trash. Cause during a date, when y'all go to a restaurant and y'all eat food, you're gonna have to pay with money. And you don't know what that nigga had to do to get that money. Let's talk about the real shit.
Of his legacy, meaning if he gives her a home, how does she nourish it and steward it? Women are the warmth to a man's life. A man can have a house and it can feel a little cold. When a woman comes in, she decorates it, she makes it.
Listen, if a man have a house and he paid a heat bill, it's not gonna be cold. Get that shit out your head. I literally don't need nobody to decorate interior design or none of that, because it's all propaganda too. Cause you going to assume that these intangible things is going to play out in real time, day for day. But you got to always understand the nature of this shit is in a woman not being satisfied. That's the nature of the conversation. Cause even with the thing about intangible things, if I can't actually see it or quantize it and I want it and I get it, then how am I going to be satisfied if it's intangible? So the nurturer, like say for instance, she decorates your house. How long is that going to last? How long you decorate for? 2 days? So we spend our whole life, you decorated for 2 days. What does that even mean? I am a nurturer and provider and I'm here to decorate your home. Don't be a person in a man's life that he could then hire a interior decorator to do some shit that you acting like you did. No. This advice is gonna have you out here looking crazy. Talking about I can come into your life and decorate your home. No, you need to pay these taxes. You need to pay some bills up in this bitch. If you want to be honest, if you want to come up in my life, you can help, you can assist. Cause I'm not rich. I'm a human being. Even if I am rich, I won't be rich tricking off on you and your intangibles.
more homey and feels good. So a woman's value lies in the feeling she brings to a man, where a man is more of the physical aspect. That's why a lot of men will tell you with money that they don't care about your money and they don't care about your degrees and they don't care about all of that stuff. Now, some men don't mind an ambitious woman. So just because you
The reason that they tell you that is because you are using that as a means of why I like you. The same way as if you go on a date with a nigga and he tell you, you know, I graduated from with an engineering degree from University of Michigan. I was magna cum laude, just for no reason. Yeah, I got a big ass house. I got a charger. I got a van. So what you gonna do, little mama? I got my shit together. Said no man ever. However, if a man was to say that, you would then be like, bruh, I don't like this nigga because he always talking about what he got. That's just a natural human reaction. Men don't say that they don't like your degrees and all of that. If the normal reality for men was getting with a woman and y'all work together, she used her money to help you, men would not say that they don't care about your degrees. It get to a point that a woman have a degree and she just basically selfish, to whereas now I don't give a fuck about it because it's not gonna help me. Counterintuitively, going out on a date with me is immediately me sharing my resources with you. That's why early in my life, I stopped going on dates with women that I paid for. Oh, you want to go out on a date with me? Cool. Where are we going? Check come. She look at me. I look at her. She look at me. I look at her. I'm not paying for this. I didn't want to come out. I didn't want to do this. You want to do this. That's how I always did it.
have those things doesn't mean that you're less valuable. But what I'm saying is that's not where your value lies. So if you are a woman who is solid, who is respectful, she knows how to talk to her man, she can uplift her man with her words, she can support his dreams, she does not tear him down, she creates a safe space where he can be vulnerable and lay his armor at the door. If she's not going to use his weaknesses against him, if she's going to steward what he gives her well, then you are rare and you are a valuable woman. So if you are that type of woman, understand that your standards need to be up here, because
Value in a woman comes from youth. Man's value comes from his ability to figure out this matrix. If you can offer youth, meaning that we talk about youth because youth is the only way that a woman actually loves a man. We all reflect on our high school sweetheart or the woman that we loved in our early 20s because y'all was listening to the same music, y'all was vibing, y'all was in love. That's a superpower that women have, that if her heart get broke, she not going to love you in the same capacity as she did prior to her heart getting broke. So the value in dealing with a woman is dealing with one before she gets her heart broke. Cause she could have got her heart broke by a lame ass nigga. And she want to sit and talk to you about how think about a lame ass nigga breaking a girl's heart. And then like that lame nigga was going to do anything outside of break her fucking heart. But sometimes a woman can be so goofy that she think that the lame nigga not going to break her heart. Like, women can get used to being in a relationship with a dude when she young and it be toxic as fuck. She still stick around. But let's go back to the original conversation. Your mom and your daddy should have arranged that marriage to begin. You're not going to have a toxic relationship with an arranged marriage. You only going to have a toxic relationship with your young ass thinking, oh, I like him. Right? And then sticking with him. Now, what's the problem? You could have did that with a great man. But you did it with a nigga with tattoos and throwing up gang signs. So when he don't end up right, it's fuck niggas. It's fuck, man. I need to be out here. I need to live. I need to find God. I need to. No, it's like the value is in preservation and being patient and being chaste and being willing to get into a serious relationship versus dealing with a nigga that you know ain't shit in your youth and then being mad when it don't turn out right.
We don't know what our value is as women, so we settle for the stuff down here when you should be really aiming for the stuff up here, because every woman isn't like you. And these are earthly values, not the value that you get from you and God. God's value is more important than all of this combined, but just speaking of physical, worldly value.
Your hands are right here. If you're listening, just come to YouTube real quick. Baby, you young. Have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Still serve in your local church.
The worst advice ever given to black men and black women as they are growing up and developing is to have fun. Fun just mean fucking up your night. F-U-N. A fucked up night. That's what fun is. So why would you have a fucked up night?
Listen to the Holy Ghost.
Come on.
Do all the things. Go outside.
Okay.
Be seen.
Put you on a little something.
Put you on something.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Never said don't let nobody touch you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't walk around all loose.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Loose.
Baby, go somewhere. Put you some clothes on.
Yeah.
Look good. Smell good. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Give them something to wonder about.
Leave something to the imagination.
Hello, okay.
Don't you got to pique interest.
And this is why I say dating means dick at the end of the night. Because if your value that you creating is sexual tension between you and a man, you gonna get that. You gonna get that DAC. You gonna get that DAC because you've been playing these mind games and mental games and smelling all good, wearing perfume, titties out. Niggas saying, "Oh, can I take you out to dinner?" You like, "Yeah, I can take you. You can take me out to dinner. I don't mind." Get you a couple of liquor bottles in you. Before you know it, it's gonna be dick at the end. You're gonna be wondering, how did I get here? Listening to a motherfucking podcast telling you it's cool to go out here and have fun. You gonna be up in some seedy ass hotel room getting your back blew out. Talking about, did the Lord want this for me or no? I'm confused.
Without showing everything.
Peak interest. You got to be classy, baby.
Classy.
You got to be classy with it.
Pulled together.
Honey, stuff ain't going to sit where it sit right now in a couple years. So hear me. Hear TT.
Enjoy.
Put it on the shelf.
Another thing is, black people, we gotta stop promoting unhealthy lifestyles and living, acting like cause we get older, we gonna be more fucked up. It's gonna be like that if you ain't doing no goddamn work. You're not at the gym, not doing shit, and time just happens for you. Yeah, it's gonna look crazy. But who's to say you're not juicing, eating right, working out, and you look good over time? Like, why ain't that the message? Just putting that out there.
Make sure put your shoulders back.
Yeah.
Arch your back a little bit. Work something out. Baby, have fun. I just wish that somebody would have just taken my hand and said, enjoy your life.
I wish somebody would have took my hand and said, Kyrie, I got an arranged marriage for you. You need to be this type of man to be ready for this woman when you turn 18. Y'all gonna get married and y'all just gonna be together, so you don't have to be out here dating randoms, dating strangers that you think is halfway decent. You think that they a good person, but at the end of the day, they probably gonna destroy your motherfucking life. All because the reality of the world is simple. Arranged marriages.
I'm on the curvy side too, and I haven't dated a Black American man in over 17, 18 years. For those of you who have been following me for a while or my old TikTok, y'all know I have a daughter. My daughter is foreign as well. My daughter is Muslim. Truth be told, Black American men don't even try to approach me or talk to me. I don't even go anywhere that they are. I mean, it's no disrespect towards them or anything like that, but I don't hang out in places that they are. I'm always around either African men or some type of foreign man or Caucasian men in general. This is a picture of me. As you can see, I have very thick thighs. I carry my weight in my thighs a lot. So if I can still pull foreign men and CEOs and things like that, you women can too. Curvy girls. It's all about how you carry yourself. Now let me tell you what they like about me, especially Caucasian men. I'm gonna tell you what they like. They like the fact that I look natural. Like, I have full features. I have full lips, full nose, full cheeks. Like, I'm like fully a full natural Black woman. And another thing, I take really, really good care of my skin. Sometimes it gets oily on TikTok when I'm posting, and I just have like normally oily skin. So, yeah, but if you see me out, like...
This just hit me. CEOs, foreign men, Caucasian men, at the end of the night, they can give you some DAC too, if we want to be honest about it. Just putting that out there. Don't think that only Black men will date you and pull their DAC out at the end of the night, okay? Like, y'all be thinking it's Pookies and Ray Rays, but Habib, Brad, damn Hector will slay you like a dragon too. So, and will ghost on your ass, will block you and be like, I just had a successful night. I took this lady out to eat and she gave me some buns for the easy. You going on these dates, and if you want that, cool. But if you want a relationship, you need to figure out a different strategy and a different approach to get a husband. That requires something much more of you being vulnerable and humble. Thinking that men want either intangible things, emotional things, nurturing, good looks, soft skin, but no money. No financial literacy. Like, men don't want that. They just want a girl that they can spend their money on. And y'all gotta realize that 85% or more of men is human beings.
People who've met me in person, like, I have like a natural glow, and I'm always very approachable. So learning to work with yourself and the things that you have and utilizing them to get your way and to get good treatment and things like that, that helps. Also, I travel a lot, so I don't limit myself. When you start traveling, you'll see that Black women are exotic. You'll understand and know how exotic you are. And you'll see how other men really admire you, especially if you carry yourself a certain way. You're not loud and, acting ghetto and stuff like that. If you're chill, I naturally have a chill, relaxed aura and energy. Y'all know I meditate and stuff like that. So your energy is so important. If your energy is like top tier, you will just draw people in just like that. So I naturally attract a lot of people anyway. Now, I don't post a lot of my private life. I don't do all that. My ego is past that. Not only that, I've had certain events happen to where I've learned to keep my life more private. But anyways, you can still pull if you're curvier, but you do, like you said, you want to get your weight down. Yes, get it down as much as possible. But remember, it's all about the energy you carry and the places that you're at. Like I said, I don't hang out where, I'm always around elite, upscale men in the right place.
Mind you, she did not tell you where those places was. And even if you knew where those places was, you meant them niggas. You gotta understand that all men is out for one thing. So this is why you got to be specifically strategic about dealing with a husband, because even a boyfriend is your boyfriend mainly for sex. So with that being said, what are y'all working towards in real life? What are y'all plans? What are y'all hopes? What are y'all dreams? See, when you get past a certain age and you dealt with a certain type of dude too much, you stop believing in life, stop believing in men, because it might take a long time for things to manifest. And now it's just based on who is the man with the most money. And I'm just saying, cool, that's good, but it's only going to end one way. And if that's the way you want it to end, cool, no shade from me. But sometimes y'all be on this internet acting like y'all want to have a relationship, and that's not gonna be with a CEO, right? That's not even or an elite rich man that's just looking for women out here, like they just woke up one day and can't find a woman, been rich their whole lives, but now they looking for women to have a marriage with. What I have noticed is that shit, you could be dealing with a man and he be digging you out whole time. He been married the whole time. So why a rich man obviously not looking for a wife? A rich man looking for something to dip his dip and stick into. And if that's who you want to be for your whole life by listening to TikToks, then that's cool. I'm just saying.
Okay, can we talk about some tingy things? Because some of you guys have lost the plot and or losing the plot. And as a woman who dates outside of her race and who is currently dating a white man, I get asked a lot of the time whenever I'm talking about my dating life and how I'm getting treated. Some people will be like, is this a pasta and lobster situation? And I'm like, yes, I'm dating a white man. And they'll be like, oh, this is my chance, like, signed to date a white man to get a certain treatment. And I'm like, let's talk about it a little bit, because discourse about the pasta and lobster situation or dating a white man is getting a little outrageous. Some of you guys are starting to sound like
Got a white boy on my roster, be feeding me beef jerky type shit. Like what? What are we doing? Y'all ain't never rode in a truck with a white boy? Fucking dip and chew. Got a white boy on my roster feeding me shrimp and lobster. You talking about Brad down at the construction zone? He feed you shrimp and lobster? You talk about the dude that I work at the garbage truck with? He feeding you shrimp and lobster? Oh, he chewing dip and spitting it in a cup, and you thought it was a goddamn soda. You drunk his goddamn tobacco spit. Now y'all never want to talk about them white boys. Y'all only want to talk about the white boys feeding you shrimp and lobster. And it's cool, right? It is white boys out there that'll take care of you. But the average salary for white men is 50K. 50K. I'm gonna just put that out there.
black men who will explain away why it is that they want to date white women. And I want y'all to pause, take a step back, and be like, that's not the answer, because we are not doing that. You should date men because you are attracted to them and you like them as an individual, not because they are a white man. Some of you guys are trying to force yourself to date people that you're not even attracted to, because you're thinking that you're about to get a certain type of life. And I need y'all to get it in your mind, even as someone who is currently dating a white man, there are trash men across every race and ethnicity. You can't escape the sassy man apocalypse. You can't escape the patriarchy. And we can really get into the nitty-gritty of things and talk about the subtle differences between dating a white man and dating a black man. I don't tend to like to talk about it because it can get a little, dicey up in the mix. However, some of you guys are starting to sound really wild, and I'm not liking it. Also, be very mindful of who it is that you are choosing if you are choosing to date outside of your race, because there are girls going through the trenches right now with a white man. Don't let it be you, sister. Don't let it be you. Choose wisely.
That's just basically what I said. Like, you can't choose a man based on a race and then be like, I got a ticket because he white. That man got debt too. Like, listen, this goes across the board. If you're not in a relationship already through an arranged marriage, you behind the eight ball for one. And then you got to catch up. And then I got to deal with somebody and we got to be compatible. That's hard as fuck to do. And then you got to deal with the statistics and the odds, right? You will see it when you go to college, when you go to work, that damn, there's way more women here than it is men. I think all the men is in a gang or something, or gay or something, or in prison. Like, all the men just be gone somewhere. They don't be where people be at. So you gotta actually compete. You gotta compete. You gotta be the best version of yourself. If you want marriage, you can't be no lazy chick out here not going to the gym when this chick's going to the gym looking good. Why am I going to choose a chick that don't go to the gym versus a chick that do go to the gym? And I'm the man that's gonna propose to a woman and say, "Will you marry me?" I got to deal with a chick that's halfway decent, right? All because I don't either A, as a man, don't know that women are supposed to compete, or two, I'm a woman that don't realize that I have to compete if I want to be married. I don't have to compete if I want to be fucked. You can show up with belly rolls, hair weave, hard wigs, wanting a soft life, all types of weird shit. And it never manifests for you. Like, you just getting a dick and that's it. The reason why it's easy to get the dick and the boyfriend is because it's ridiculously damn near impossible to get the man and the husband and the wedding and the marriage. If there's 100% of black people, only 30% of those black people are married. 70% of black people are single and trying to figure it out. That is an indication that it is difficult to establish marriage. You saying 30% of black people are married, and that's not excluding the old ass motherfuckers that's married. And I would say that the old ass motherfuckers that's married take up 25% of that 30%. So that means a small percentage of young people are getting married because, one, they too busy getting ran through, and two, you too busy being a simp. The men are being a simp and the women are getting ran through. So then when you get into a situation as a simp and you try to do everything for a woman, it don't work. Because like I stated earlier, women only want more. So the only thing that actually works is when two people start to work together towards mutual goals. Because if you want the Birkin bag or the Louis Vuitton, your ass better work for it within the confines of this relationship. Otherwise, she's using you. And then when she can't use you no more, she not going to have a self-reflective moment like, damn, I used this nigga, I drank this nigga, let me pay this nigga back. Because I'm not even bashing the women. I think that if a woman knew that she was doing it, she wouldn't do it. But after it's all said and done, the way that she operates and moves, she can't then double back and say, all right, let me change this up. When you a simp, you are destroying yourself and you destroying that woman. Because both of y'all think that the relationship is going to work out by pleasing the woman. Only when all your resources is gone, then you looking like a goddamn boo-boo the fool. But we seen in these videos, chicks like, I just want a man that's good and I'm gonna be good and it's all gonna work out and it's just gonna be a fairy tale. If you want a relationship tomorrow, tell a nigga, I'm going to crunch these fucking numbers. I'm going to manage this motherfucking money. Tell him that. And I bet you he wife your ass up. I know you having financial burdens. I know you having financial strain. I know it's tough on you. I'm going to assist you in that area of life. That simple. You have a nigga with you for life. You might not like him. He might not like you. But you might be able to buy that fucking Birkin bag that you want so bad on an easier level. Just a thought. Just an idea.
I really don't know who created these rules to dating, but I absolutely, truly hate this new age of dating. Like, it just come with too many rules. Like, I gotta date multiple people so I don't catch feelings for this one person.
If you dating multiple people, that means you having sex with multiple people. Even if you're not having sex with multiple people, we're talking about intercourse. And I don't know if I outlined this. I don't feel like outlining it, but I will if y'all want me to. Social intercourse, physical intercourse is all intercourse. If you take a woman out to eat, it's her version of fucking you. Okay? She might not want to have sex. You want to have sex, but she want to go out to eat. So you go out to eat. That's simp mode. That's why I know some Jamaicans, like y'all gotta have some Caribbean friends. They'll help you understand a lot of shit about manhood in just areas that we're not taught as American men, because mostly American men have been raised by their mothers. And when you raised by your mom is not giving you no game. She only teaching you how to be a simp. So if you got Caribbean friends, they at least give you some form of an edge. I know a Jamaican man told me, hey, if a girl want to come here, that means she having sex. I'm telling her, you can come over, watch my TV, lay on the couch, whatever, but I'm clapping those cheeks. And he said most girls be with it. Cause they not used to a man having their own place or no shit like that. So it's like men got all of these strategies to clap cheeks. What's your strategy? What you going there in a relationship? Like you going on a date with a man and his strategy is to clap your cheeks? What's your strategy? Please don't tell me to get a free meal. You getting your claps cheek for a free meal? How? You don't supposed to date multiple people. You're not supposed to date one person. You're supposed to develop a strategy to get a fucking husband or to have a partner. Because this whole goddamn country is only going to operate under the modality of a 2-income household. That's why the rent is $1,800, because the society is expecting both of y'all to have a job and both of y'all to bring in $900 a month for rent, and that is doable for most people. $1,800 by your motherfucking self, it is not doable for most people, because most people bring home $3,000 to $5,000 a month. Closer to 3 if you got a regular 9 to 5 after taxes. $1,800 breaks it down to $1,200. That reduces you down to $300 a week. Not even counting your cell phone bill. Not even counting your rent. I mean, not your rent, your utilities rather. So you add that's the other $1,200. How are you going to get food? How are you going to get clothes? How are you going to travel? Do all of this shit that you really want to do. The only way that you can do it is through multiple incomes. So when you want a relationship with a man, it's easy to get into a relationship with a man if you say, I'm willing to contribute $2,000 towards the bills every month. That's how I love you. If you don't say that, then you playing a fucking game of feelings and emotions, and you cannot pay the electric bill with the love that you have for the man. But you want to text them. How you going to text them if the phone bill not paid?
If I catch feelings for this one person, then I'm gonna get my feelings hurt, because 9 times out of 10 they out here dating other folks, and it's just like, why can't we just date one another? Why you gotta be out here dating other folks, and why I gotta be out here dating other folks? Like, I don't want to do all that. Like, that's just absolutely too much. Like, if I'm gonna put all this work into somebody, why can't I just put all this work into one person? Like, I'm truly a lover girl. I don't want to be dating multiple people, getting know.
If you like this woman, you want to have a serious relationship, you should not be dating. Cause you got to think, dating is a recent phenomenon. Your grandmother and your great grandmother and great grandfather did not date to find each other, and it's rare that your grandmother and grandfather was actually dating. Your mama and your daddy was dating, meaning that like they probably met at a bar or a club. That is not how people get together, and it's sad that young women are conditioned to date as if they're going to like really find love through dating, when men are coming into the shit buying dinner, buying a movie ticket. Like, what you gonna do for me? That's the energy. And if I got strategy and I got tact and I got game and I do certain things for you, you giving me them cheeks. You gonna wanna give it to me. Cause I treated you like no man have ever treated you, or some weird shit like that, and you just horny or bored or lonely, and now you giving your cheeks up. All under the guise of dating. Like I said, don't be like this young lady trying to figure out dating. Throw the whole shit away. Like, throw away all of the apps. Stop going on dinner dates. And get one-on-one with your ancestors, your spirit guide, your spirit team, and start doing the spiritual work to start giving you some intuition. And then be so strategic and so like, tell your mom and tell your daddy that you're looking for a husband. Tell your aunts and your uncles, your cousins, your friends and family, hey, set me up with a good man. Because I fucking don't know what a good man. How do you know you don't know what a good man is? Because you don't got one. And if you do got one or know where one is at, let him know you serious. Knock on his door. Hey, what's up? Hey, I just got $2,000 to put on your bills. I see you got this big old house by yourself. I figure I'll move in and put something on it. I put something on it, Big Daddy. Be proactive. Don't be out here looking cute, dating, and getting slutted out at the end of it all. That ain't the way it's supposed to be. I'm just saying.
Must be because it's like, baby, I done been through enough. I know exactly what I want and what I don't want. So it's just like, I just don't want to go through all of that. And I know that I'm not the only person who feel this way, because it's just like, it's too much. I don't got time for all that. Like, I really don't. And who finna sit up and text most people all the time, date most people all the time? Like, no, because once I meet that one person that I'm just really into, like, I want to be with you all the time. I don't want to be with nobody else.
Big fan, big fan, big fan. Thank y'all for rocking with me so far. I just wanted to let people know what I got going on. January 7th, wanna do the formal invitation, if I could, if I would. So we having the sacral chakra activation, information, and instruction. Be sure to sign up. It's going to be January 7th, 2024. The things that we're going to be talking about is, of course, the sacral chakra. But what does that entail? The activation of your emotional body. We are human beings, so how we feel about stuff, like I can see it in people all the time. If they don't feel like doing shit, they not going to do it. And it's so crazy because it could be something that a person needs to do, but they can say, man, I don't feel like doing that shit, and they won't do it. It could be as serious as paying your rent and getting some damn money about yourself. If you don't feel like you need to get your money, if you don't feel like you need to have a husband or feel like you need to do anything, your ass is not going to do it. And then you will retrospect and reflect like, damn, why didn't I do the shit that I needed to do? Right? Your sacral chakra is undeveloped. We're going to talk about what that looks like, how to heal that, how to get clear on how you feel, right? The emotional processing and identification, right? Because when we are in our emotions, we don't really know the emotions is tied to abandonment or fear or anger. It's just, I don't feel good, or I feel bad, or I'm feeling fucked up. Like, you got to get to the root of why you feel the way that you feel. More than likely, you are not connected to the root. That's why we go through the root chakra very thoroughly in our previous class. So if you're new to this and you're like, damn, I don't know nothing about the root chakra, do not fret. I will send you that recording once you access the sacral chakra. And if I don't send it to you, send me an email at hoodmystic@gmail.com. Like, Hood, I signed up for the sacral chakra. I want to be prepped with the root chakra presentation. I'll send that to you right away. It's just a link. So, and it's only a PDF. So you'll have the PDF, and the PDF has all of the links with all of the classes. Super easy and intuitive to get the information. Right. And a lot of people, when you deal with the root chakra, you're dealing with the emotions. It could be anybody. I was just telling somebody yesterday, I spent a majority of my 20s working out, being fit, and then death happened. And I got stuck in the trauma of death. Right. And so I stopped working out, and now I'm working out again. And it's like things are still happening, but I'm not stuck. Right. I'm not emotionally stuck or emotionally scarred by what's happening outside of me, because you want to take care of yourself, right? If you do not take care of yourself, that's a problem. But the thing is, how we feel about ourselves, our lives, our family, our wives, our husbands, our kids, we could feel like our kid could be a goddamn piece of shit, right? Damn kid, a piece of shit. So I'm gonna just stop living my life, right? And dealing with your sacral chakra, you like, yeah, my kid is a piece of shit, but I still got to take care of me. So, you got to get the science of not giving yourself excuses to give up. And in this work, baby, I know a lot of motherfuckers. I know more motherfuckers that gave up than kept going. Right. So it's easy. And like I said, in Chakra Nova, I say most people do not get past the sacral chakra. Right? They do not get past the emotional side of things. If you trigger their emotions, that's the end all be all. We talk a lot about fight or flight on this channel, and most people are in that realm of fight or flight. They're just waiting to be triggered so they can either beat your ass or run away from you. And that's a lot of like dating, right? You're not really dating that person until you piss them off, and now you see the real version of them. Okay. And then most importantly, how to unlock your creativity. Activate your root chakra, working with your sacral chakra. You shouldn't be like, okay, I've activated my chakras, cool. You should be at a certain point of creativity, right? Because you are operating from a certain emotional basis, which is love, sex, creativity, connectedness to the collective unconscious. You know what you don't know, and you just got a feeling that you need to do this song or make this painting or do this piece of content because your creativity is connected to source. And this is what I want for all of you. That's why I'm doing this course, January 7th, 2024, 11:11 a.m. If you're not there, don't worry. I will have it organized and ready for you to be sent to you in that PDF, as I stated earlier. With that being said, I want to thank y'all for spending some time with me this morning. As you know, I'm going to just do me, put out my content, say what I need to say, and keep it moving. If you feel what I'm feeling, like what I'm saying, go ahead and like this video. If you're new to the channel and you want to get updated on my videos, I try to do a video every day. Sometimes I fall short on that mission, but when I pick it back up, I'm back on it again. So each video, try to do a little better than I did in the last video. I've been keeping that mythos for a minute now, and it only has benefited me. So I say all of that to say, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video. If you know somebody dating, crashing out, but they ain't trying to lose weight, ain't trying to get their money up, or they trying to get their money up to be selfish. All of that shit is things that you need to work on if you want to have a successful and happy relationship. Don't worry, I'm gonna come with more videos, drop more game, more reactions, more slideshows, more articles, all of that. We going in like nobody has ever went in before, because I am who I am, the Hood Mystic. You can also Google me, Kyrie Anthony, buy one of my books, read the reviews. We doing it in a major way out here, trying to support these kids, support myself, and I appreciate y'all for assisting me in that goal. So with all that being said, y'all have a great and wonderful day. Don't be out here dating, because you know at the end of the date, a man is going to have his Dic out, okay? If that's what you want, cool. But if you want a long-term relationship, it's going to require you to do some real work. Peace to the fam, peace to the